called difference, a change, actually. Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. God bless you. Bye for now. Breaking news. Ngozi Okonjo speaks on resigning WTO job to run for presidency in 2023. Here is a woman who has, done very well for herself and made Nigeria proud as a nation in her career. We all saw how, this woman climbed up the ranks, and today she has really gone far in her career, and she's a role model, I must tell you, to women. She has done very well, and she's one of an icon. She started her career, gradually began to move up the ranks, and today, one woman who you can see, is doing well, and we appreciate her for that. But when people do well, there is always the next thing. She is the head right now of WTO. Against all odds, she was the last woman standing who is now the head. However, the next phase is now presidency. What does she have to say? What is the next thing? What is the next big thing for her? Is she going to be Nigeria's next president? Or, what's the next big thing? This is what we are looking at today. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. Former Nigerian Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi, is reportedly considering to resign as the Director General of the World Trade Organization, WTO. Ngozi was appointed as WTO's Director General on February 15, 2020, making history as the first woman and the first African to lead the Geneva-based organization. Barely 7 months into her 4 years tenure, which began on March 1st, 2021, the 67 years old is already frustrated with working with WTO and plans to quit if no headway can be found on critical issues. According to Boomerang, 5 WTO officers said that Ngozi has grasped the frustrating reality of the WTO historical inertias and was even flaunting the idea of resigning from the office. The officer, who declined to be identified, also claimed Ngozi has reportedly told ambassadors and staff that she could easily walk away from the job and remind them that she hasn't brought any furniture from her temporary home to this place. An earlier departure of the WTO top trade officer would add yet another layer of chaos to an organization suffering from an existing crisis, which may lead governments to conclude the WTO was not a credible formula for addressing their shared concerns. Last year, Ngozi's predecessor, Roberts, cited the lack of progress at the WTO as his primary reason for resigning from the organization a year before his tenure was scheduled to end. Some Geneva trade officer told Boomerang that Ngozi was planning to quit WTO job because she wants to run as Nigerian's president in 2023 election in her own native country. When contracted, Ngozi rephrased the word claim for her claim on running for presidency, but she didn't comment on her threat to resign. She described the speculation as not true in a statement by Boomerang News, which later edited what she said. So this is currently what is on ground. This is what is going on. There was rumor that she intends to resign from her job. And remember that she's not the first person to wanting to resign. No, she's not the first person. You know, the previous occupants of that office wanted to resign, or not wanted to, actually resigned because, you know, he said the place was not making progress. There was no shared form of progress in whatever way, form, or kind. And so he wasn't happy. 1 year to his tenure ending, he resigned from the position. And as we speak currently now, we can see that there was rumor that Ngozi said to some of her workers that after all, she did not come with a single furniture and she can go back. You know, people have speculated and have said, well, she said it, but when she was contacted to ask these questions, she said she did not see any such thing, and that she's not intending to resign, and she did not really say anything about, you know, them asking her if she wants to run for Nigerian president. We know that the presidency, the current administration will be ending their tenure on May 29th, that will be 2023. And a lot of persons who intend to run for that position are already, you know, gearing up and doing everything possible to ensure that he becomes Nigeria's next president. However, the current administration shows that, you know, they have their candidates. In APC, for instance, APC is looking at, you know, there is a possibility of Tinubu, there is a possibility of the Vice President, Yemi Osibanjo. There is also the possibility of, you know, various persons who may be interested. We've seen both the northern and southern governors stand up, you know, in terms of who wants to, you know, rule, who wants to have that presidential ticket. And so this is what is going on, and that's why Nigerians must not take it lightly, and Nigerians must definitely speak out in terms of what they want. We cannot continue to have a system or a place where there are no truths. You know, it's 2015, 6 years ago, APC came with an agenda, change. 6 years down the line, there is no change. So we don't understand what change is. Maybe it's retrogression. That was what they meant to say, and we didn't quite understand them. Or probably they were saying something else that we didn't quite get. So, I mean, it is what it is. So whether you like it or not, there are clear indications that Nigerians, you know, are not willing to have what we have currently now happen again. Nigerians are ready to have what we call difference, a change, actually. Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. God bless you. Bye for now.